Dear students, welcome to this short tutorial. In this opportunity, I'm going to focus on generating ideas. Okay, so one of the problems that we have in our classroom is that sometimes students don't like to write because they think that providing ideas is one of the most difficult aspects. But we as teachers need to help them to generate ideas, so we can do it by providing different activities that make them reach this goal. Okay, so as I said before, sometimes it is difficult because even the most fluent writers in their own language need time to generate ideas and to plan what they are going to write. So as I said before, we as teachers can provide different activities in order to make our students generate ideas. So they are the following: the vast group, individual, pairs, and groups, a whole group discussion, and note making, and for and against. First, I'm going to focus on the vast group. In this activity, students generate ideas, reactions, or opinions quickly and informally. It can be created instantly and frequently leads to successful idea generation. So an example can be that teacher asks students to get into groups and come up with 5 reasons why people prefer cars to public transportation. Another activity is individuals, pairs, and groups. Here, students need to think about a topic individually and then discuss it in pairs and then in groups. So, for example, the student can ask students to write individually ideas about the environment. So maybe the students need to write down the ideas individually, and after that, a teacher can ask them to share their ideas with another person. So in this way, we are making them work in pairs. And finally, when they have collected all the ideas, they can start sharing those ideas with other people, and then the teacher can ask them to work in groups. Another activity is whole group discussion. So here the teacher presents a topic and then students are asked to share ideas which will be written on the board. So for example, the teacher is going to write on the board about why is it important to evaluate the students. So in this case, different students are going to provide ideas about positive aspects and also the negative aspects of evaluating students, and then the teacher needs to write those ideas on the board. Okay, so in this way, all of the students are going to participate. Another activity is note making. Effective making of notes can contribute to the generation of ideas. There are different ways in which we can use in order to make notes, but we can provide students with different ways of note making, but we cannot force them to use the one that we prefer. So we have to expose them to a variety of making options, and then we can let them choose the one they find most useful and the one that they prefer. So as an example of note making, we have spaghetti approach, spidergram, or mind map. For and against, it is very useful, especially when writing is to be discursive or will consider different arguments. For example, we are going to write on the board the topic watching TV. So then the teacher must separate the class into 2 groups, and then the teacher is going to give the first group 5 minutes in order to think about as many ideas as they can about why watching TV is a good thing. And to the other group, to the second group, the teacher is going to ask them to write about why is it a bad thing, why watching TV is it a bad thing. So then the teacher is going to write on the board 2 columns. So in the first column, the teacher is going to write positive aspects about watching TV, and in the other column, she's going to write negative aspects of watching TV. So then students have to come to the board, each group has to come to the board, and then they need to write the ideas about positive aspects and also the ideas related to the negative aspects. So in this way, all of the students are going to write, and also they are going to observe, and also they are going to learn about watching TV. Okay, so thank you very much for this tutorial. I have used for this opportunity the book How to Teach Writing by Jeremy Harmer.